Now, hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another Swiss 001 video. Now right in front of us we have got the Antonov An-225, the biggest plane that there is, basically. Or is that so? Because there are some sources that say quite different things, right? Like the YouTube channel The Richest, with their very interesting video 10 abnormally large airplanes that actually exist, and the thumbnail stands out quite a bit, doesn't it? Now let me check out the video real quick. It's got 10 million views actually, and The Richest is basically a YouTube channel that isn't actually too bad. It's basically a listing YouTube channel. The video is actually not super bad. The thumbnail though is very interesting. Now we have got a not particularly good like-dislike ratio, 10,000 dislikes, which is actually not super bad considering the thumbnail actually. Yeah, I made a whole video about that in 2018. There have been some very interesting new additions to YouTube. For example, down here we have another interesting video saying the biggest airplanes in the world 2020, 21 million views, and a very interesting plane here as well. This is definitely a 777 which has been expanded. The content is also quite weird. I mean, they show an A321, which is not particularly a small plane, but definitely not the biggest airplane in the world either. Here they actually do show an Antonov An-24, which is the smaller brother of the Antonov An-225 that we were just flying a few minutes ago, and an MD-11. Yeah, this video is basically just a compilation of clips that have been stolen from the internet, which is what I'm exactly doing right now. But at least I'm trying to make somewhat of content off of it. Here we got another interesting thumbnail again, Antonov An-225, world's largest aircraft in Hyderabad, which is probably in Pakistan or something? No, India. Okay, I'm so sorry. And we have this music. I think that explains a lot about the video itself, doesn't it? Alright, another video, top 20 largest airplanes in the world by Inscription, 186,000 views. I think that one I have not seen before, and it's really just, again, a compilation of planes landing that are kind of big. Super Guppy isn't even the biggest one. At least this one has text now, so it's not too bad, but the music is quite problematic, I think. Okay, this is the Tupolev 160, not a very super big okay, whatever. Here we've got an interesting video as well, X-Plane 11 video from the flight simulator that I'm using. Probably that user is also using the exact version that I was using just a few minutes ago in this video, but this one now has 22 million views. Not a particularly good dislike-like ratio, but oh, is he really? He's pushing back with reverse stress. God damn it. What is this video now? I think he's just taking off this Antonov An-225 here, and he will crash this plane. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. The engines catch fire, and then the plane does a spin or something, and that's kind of weird, and then the plane crashes. Welcome to YouTube 2020. Top 10 biggest airplanes in the world. Another one, top 10 Hindi. This was actually a very legendary video that I also featured in the first video that I did, again in 2019, last year or something. There we go. It was even the thumbnail, top 10 Hindi, and that's exactly this video. And the funniest part about this one actually is that the user that made this video, top 10 Hindi, commented on the very video I made on his video. And that was a lot of video in just one sentence. Here we go. I found the comment. Top 10 Hindi? Sorry, I'm Hindi. I do not know English. It's so sweet that he apologizes though, because in his title, he said largest aircraft, which is grammatically wrong, by the way. A lot of people know this, but the plural of aircraft is aircraft without an S, but that's another story. And we've got a really bad one uploaded by Swiss001 funniest plane photoshops. Here we've got an A340 that's been expanded. I mean, now these days we have this one realized in the flight simulator. Let me just show you that one real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. A340 6000. This is not super long, not as long as the one that I used in the video, but still a very long plane. Now, this was actually back when I used to do text videos, but even though this video is text and has 4 million views, the dislike-like ratio is not super bad. I mean, 34,000 likes against 4,000 likes. I mean, this video isn't super clickbaity. Moving on. A370, I approve. Yeah, I don't understand though how this video could get a 4 million views, but that's another story. They really like putting more than just 6 engines on the Antonovs, don't they? Top 5 abnormally large planes you wouldn't believe can fly. I mean, that's actually a plane for now that does exist in real life. But let's go to the next video recommended, and it's this one. 15 abnormally large airplanes that actually exist. I very highly doubt that this plane exists. I think what this is supposed to be is the Strato Lounge. There we go, this is the Strato Lounge, which we've also talked about before earlier. This is also known as one of the biggest planes, at least from the wingspan. It has a very abnormally long wing. And yeah, that is the very highly photoshopped version of that plane. This video is 24 minutes. Let's check it out. Okay, now we actually do have a proper voiceover here. I do very much appreciate that. That's a lot better than some of the other videos that just cut, you know, that just steal videos from the internet and will put them in a compilation. This is not half bad. But is he really talking for 24 minutes straight? Damn, he is. Okay, a lot of research must have gone into that. He's probably just reading through Wikipedia, but that's what I'm doing as well on my channel. I do actually kind of approve, apart from that thumbnail, but it's actually quite funny. The thumbnail that I find even more funny is the one that is up next here. Top 15 future aircraft concepts that will amaze you. Oh wait, okay, this is actually not half bad though. Okay, yeah, alright, never mind. I thought this was a video about current aircraft, the most craziest aircraft that there are. This is not too bad. Alright, here we've got another interesting video posted 5 years ago. World's biggest airplane. This one now is a 21-second video, so we have a lot of type of videos today, and it's really an animation of this one. Actually, this is not too bad. Yeah, this is actually quite well made. Yeah, alright. At least now they're actually showing what's in the thumbnail. It's not particularly real, like the aircraft does, of course not exist, right? But that's another story. Alright, here we've got another interesting video. 1 year ago, most expensive private jets owned by billionaires, and no. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, now we have another one of those mass-produced videos where they actually do have voiceovers and texts, which is significantly higher quality than all the other videos that simply are a compilation after all. So that's not too bad, but the thumbnail isn't particularly realistic. Alright, and obviously the plane that's in the thumbnail is not in the video itself. Of course, the most expensive private jet that there is the 747 owned by the Sultan of Brunei. Yeah, world is not fair. Oh no, we've got another video recommended by the Swisser01 guy, and some more interesting Photoshop additions. The Airbus A380, biggest passenger plane in the world. Is this literally all that is to the video? 1 minute and 40 seconds of very, very bad music and pictures stolen from the internet. These are some very interesting videos as well. Biggest airplanes in the world 2020. Check it out. Is this video really narrated by Google Translate or something? It is. That is very much next level, actually, isn't it? 10 largest transport aircrafts. Here we've got the same issue again. Grammatically incorrect. And the thumbnail on first sight looks okay, but on the second side, it is a little interesting. First of all, the Antonov An-225 is pulling a pitch angle, which is not particularly realistic at such a low altitude with such a big plane. That doesn't work. And second of all, this Antonov An-225 has 5 engines per wing, which makes a total of 10 engines. I mean, why not? And third of all, it's carrying another Antonov An-225. Wow. 10 largest transport aircraft in the world. And actually, they're showing a Lockheed Martin C-130 in the beginning, which is not particularly large, but that's another story. I really like this thumbnail as well. 5 biggest planes in the world, and they're literally showing a cabin, which is why 4 million views as well. That's so interesting. Okay, whatever. Let's move on. Top 10 biggest aircraft carrier in the world, HD, and we have a flying aircraft carrier. That's actually quite sick. Let's check it out real quick. Wow. That is very depressing. The like-dislike ratio is really bad. Well, then the video must be good, which it isn't. But you know what? It's cool. Let's check out the comments. What did the comments say about videos like this? I mean, 20 million views. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, the comments are not super bad. I already know that one of the thumbnail is from the Avengers, but still nice to watch. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on this anymore. What else have we got? Here's another interesting video: 10 airplane crash fatal compilation. 9 pilot error aircraft versus UFO. Boeing 737, 747, 9 emergency, and I just had a stroke reading all this. And it's just another, you know, compilation of planes crashing, which is, I'm not going to show this, but this is an animation as well, but that's another story. But, oh wow, what the hell is this? Biggest plane in the world, world's largest airplane 2019, price, speed, size, capacity, and we have a very interestingly photoshopped A380. It's not even done properly. I really like the emojis, well, god damn it. And another aircraft that has around 5,000 engines, and 3 stories, by the way. And look at the circles and the arrows. Literally, this thumbnail has everything a YouTube video should have, and it only has 2,000 views. That's not particularly good. Amazing fact. Well, here they're just showing random clips of planes flying, and this is an A350, not particularly the largest plane that there is. Okay, yeah, that is very interesting, but that doesn't matter, right? And yeah, the comments are not particularly too happy. Some wrong facts here. Yeah, I'm not really fact checking the video now. That's too much work, but you know, the thumbnail is funny enough, isn't it? We've got another one of those videos by this Swiss 1 guy. I have no idea who that is, but he made a video about the Antonov An-700, which doesn't even exist. This deserves definitely a thumbs down there. Now, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and a little bit super bad voiceover and all that stuff. And again, the plane doesn't even exist in real life.
Oh my god.
No, actually, this is way bigger even than the Antonov An-225 that I was showing you earlier. When basically what they did here in the flight simulator is they took an Antonov An-225 and made it like 3 times larger, or 2 times larger at least, which makes it indeed very, very large. Yeah, that is Swiss 1. What kind of other videos do we have here? Oh yeah, I found this gem here made by this user, Bupfibun or something. Very interesting. 81 million views of a plane that's literally going vertical, huh? In X-Plane 11. Here we go. We're pulling a vertical takeoff, pulling up. And that's an interesting maneuver indeed. Yeah, I don't know. But this video is actually quite nice. You know, it's not clickbaity at least. It does say it in the title, giant Boeing 747 vertical takeoff. And the thumbnail here, you can see it quite small here. That one is realistic, I guess. So that's perfect. But yeah, that is YouTube for you in 2020. Still, nothing has changed. There's still a lot of interesting aviation videos floating around on the internet, which is fine. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.